Hi, thank you for joining me for Pilates. My name is Sue. Hopefully everyone can hear me. There's no problems with my earphones today. I had some problems yesterday. Let's go ahead and start in Pilates stance. Today we are going to use some hand weights. Okay, good. I'm like, no, I try to put it through the computer this time instead of calling because I keep dropping my calls when I call in. So good, you guys can hear me. So let's go in Pilates stance. We are going to use some hand weights today if you have them, and use really small ones because these are really small movements that we do. So we don't want big heavy weights. So I use 2 pounds. 3 would probably be the very max, but a lot of times even strong men, that's as much as we give them. And not that men are stronger than women. It's just our biologies, but we want to make sure that we're not using too heavy to get out of the muscles we want to use. And then toes a little bit apart. Feel this wrap around. Open this chest up nice and long, and then lengthen at that back of the neck. We're going to genie your arms. One arm is on top, the other arm's on the bottom, and you're going to press them together, feeling these collarbones open. So one of the hardest parts in Pilates is getting down to the mat gracefully and getting back up. So we'll practice it each time. So you're going to go to the end of your mat. I'll show you a couple different ways. You can go ahead and take it all the way down, controlling it down this way. If that is too challenging, we're going to step back, control down onto that knee, tuck that foot under, and then roll it all the way down. And then we're going to sit up nice and tall. Hands go behind those thighs and lift out of that waist, lengthen that back of the neck, pull that belly away, and then bring it back up. Trying just to roll at this pelvis without leaning, getting that lower back warmed up. So we'll start warming up on the mat, and then we'll do the weight series right away. Otherwise, a lot of times I get carried away and don't leave enough time at the end. So we'll do it in the middle of our workout so we don't lose track of time. Good. Let's take it down all the way to those straight arms. Once you're at the straight arms, roll that pelvis under even more. We're going to float those arms in front of us and just lift and lower. And I don't want you to use the shoulder to lift and lower. Think about coming back here and using the scapula, those muscles around that, to lift and lower those arms. And then control, bring it back up nice and tall. Let's go ahead and take it down again. Roll that pelvis underneath you. And then that first bone of your back is going to touch. Trying to keep this long and then roll it back up. Good, go down again. Roll that pelvis under and then take it all the way down. Reach those arms back and then bring them up to the ceiling. One knee comes up at a time. Find those heels together. Take a peek at our pelvis. Make sure it's nice and flat, that we're not tucking that tailbone. Lift the chest up more, and we'll start that 100 pumping at the back of those arms. Nice strong pumps. So you'll inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale out 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale. Keep going. You can extend those legs and you can start to lower them down. But again, my biggest thing I see when I teach in person is people go too low and they're in their backs. Keep nice strong pumping. I'm trying to pull these ribs down to the mat and curl around it. That's what makes this harder. Reach out of those hips and don't let this wrap leave. You want to keep that nice and strong. 4 more times. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale out. In and out. 2 more. Last one. And out. And then bend it back in. Let's go ahead and sit on up. Hands go behind those thighs again. We'll do the roll down, but we're going to start on top and then progress it. Reach those arms back Tuck that chin, look into your belly. We're gonna try to roll around these hip bones, so peel one bone up at a time. And then take it down again. And it's easy just to lift up. I want to peel up and feel that difference. It makes it much more challenging. You can keep it there, or you can take those feet long, lifting tall and rolling that pelvis. So watch what your waist is doing. We don't want to be sinking. We're making it long as we lower it down. You can keep the legs long, or if it was challenging with them to bend, go ahead and bend them again. So this is articulation of the spine. So we don't want to skip any bones. This is where I'm really tight. So I have to fight not to skip those bones right there. Stretch it forward, still finding that lift here. And then pull it back, roll that pelvis underneath you. Keep that chest open. And then find that press down. So Pilates is truly a total body workout. You should feel your upper body quite a bit right now. Those triceps are working. Armpits are pulling down. So we have all this two-dimensional movement. So we're going in one direction while another body part's going in another. One more here. Good, bringing it all the way down. Pull that right knee into your chest, extend it up. I'm gonna roll that knee to the side and find that big space in your hip. Press those arms down. So feeling the triceps work a ton here. They're pressing, trying to keep that chest open. Take it across, down, around, and belly picks it up. Really pay attention to what's going on in here. None of this should be moving. It's like someone just yanked your leg out of a socket and it's moving on its own accord. And reverse it. Belly pulls it up. You should feel glute and belly working. And then set that leg down. Other leg comes up. Press that hip away. We'll take it across, down, around, and left. And reverse it. Two more. Good, set it down, reach up, roll up with control again. Bring those heels together, hands on those ankles for rolling like a ball. Reach out of that lower back, lift as much as you can, and we'll just go back that 1 inch. Keep those heels pulled in. Try to go to the side, there you go. So we don't want to drop as we roll back. We want to keep it tall. I like to envision like a short ceiling, and my head has to stay along the ceiling the whole time. I don't get to come away from it. I have to work harder to stretch at the back than I do up front. And then you can take it to that full roll if you want, or keep working here. This really trains your lower abs to pick yourself up and bring you back up. Just don't want to lose that feeling when we actually start to do that roll. Keep pulling those heels in. 3 more. One more, and then I'm going to have you stand up on this last one. This is that trick of coming up, and that takes a really long time to get for people. So getting up however you can, and we'll keep working on that every time to stand up. We're going to grab our weights. We're going to start in Pilates stance. You can be in parallel if you prefer that. Feel this wrap around so your glutes are already working. If you don't have weights, you're going to just work against gravity. We're going to open the collarbones and lift those arms up. So I don't want this rounded as soon as I come up. I'm lifting, pulling those shoulders down your back. I'm going to curl them in and then control, bring it all the way straight. Curl it in and take it out. So you can fight against it. Like you don't want to curl it in and you don't want to straighten it, and just keep doing that. We have 4 more here. Keep opening those collarbones. I want to round so bad. I got to keep thinking about that the whole time. 2 more. Good, and then bring it down. We're gonna take it back up, keep opening the collarbones. You're gonna take it to a 45. So I'm not all the way out by my shoulders. I'm in between the front and the side. Shoulders pull down as you curl it in. So watch what your shoulders, that they're not coming up. You're pulling them down your back. Resist in, resist out. One more each. And then bring it back down. Good, we'll take your feet into parallel now. So lift those heels, turn them to the sides, a little bend in your knees. You're gonna hinge forward. My arms are gonna go right up here, and this is called boxing. You're gonna extend one arm straight and one arm behind you, and then switch. Keeping those elbows close to your body. And ideally, we're at this nice horizontal, all the way bent forward. Resist both directions. When you really focus, the 2 pounds can get really heavy, especially if you're using the right muscle groups. Good, 2 more each side. And last one. Good, bring those arms down. You can come back to that Pilates stance and then roll it back up. This is called the zip. You're gonna open that chest. It's the same as an upright row. You're gonna lift up to the center and control down. The main thing is that the shoulders don't come up. Pull the shoulders down as you float the elbows up and then control down. You're zipping up a big warm coat. 4 more. Good, last one, we're gonna hold this one up. You're gonna flip it to right at your hairline and then keep those shoulders down. I'm gonna take it up at an angle, not straight up over my head, but at an angle, and only straighten the elbows as much as you can keep the shoulders down, and then bend it back in. I can't go all the way to straight without my shoulders wanting to take over, and then in. Good, keep pulling that belly in and up. Your ribs are pulling back. That's why Pilates is a mind-body exercise. There's so much involved. You have to think the whole entire time. 2 more, there's always corrections to be made to improve our form. Last one. Good, we'll take it out to the side, back into parallel, back down to that flat back, and we'll do the hug. Start wide, you're gonna inhale, bring it in, exhale out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, one more time. Inhale, exhale, hold it here, inhale. Now exhale, so it's opposite breathing. Inhale up, exhale down. 2 more. Last one. And then roll it back up. Come back into that Pilates stance. If you choose, you're gonna hold on to the ends of those dumbbells, and this is called sparklers. Open that chest, slide the shoulder blades down, and you're gonna do teeny tiny circles as those arms travel up, only as high as you can keep the shoulders down, and then reverse it. Trying to keep those arms nice and straight, but not locking or hyperextending them. Reverse that direction on the way down. I didn't mention that. Circle up. And then reverse it. Good, 2 more of these. And reverse. Last one, we're gonna take it up, hold it up on this one. Good, so we hold up here. This is chest expansion. You're gonna inhale, take it as far back as you can. Look over the right shoulder, look over the left shoulder, back to center. Exhale, bring it back up. Inhale, look left, holding your breath, look right, and exhale up. Inhale, pull it back, right, left, exhale up. Inhale down, look left, right, up. One more of each. Right side leads, then left, and then up. Other way. And back up. Bring them back to the sides. Come back to parallel, flat back. And we're gonna tuck those elbows in by your sides, palms facing forward. And you're gonna extend back and curl up. So it's basically that bicep curl. Just leaning over or a tricep extension. Two more. And then curl it back up. Back to that Pilates stance. We'll take that left arm up over, glue it to your ear, and you're gonna slide it up and over and come back up. Snake it down. Watch the shoulder down. And then back to that other side. And one more each side. Go to that right side, a little bit deeper, and then go to that left. Good. Bring those knuckles together. You're gonna stand that Pilates stance, but then the one foot is gonna go in right in the middle in your arch. And we'll just do the little lunge first. You're gonna lunge forward and bring it back. So this is called fencing. You can do this with the arm springs on a tower or Cadillac too. It's very hard, so we always learn with the weights first. One more with just that lunge. And then we're gonna add the arms. So I'm gonna punch with this right arm, and this one's gonna come up and bring it back in. I'll do it on this side and then we'll see how good I am on the other side. So one punches and one rotates out. 3 more. Knuckles together. Last one. And bring it back. And we'll go to that other side. We'll lunge first and then pull it back. Nice deep lunge. Bring it back. 2 more here. Now we gotta use our brain. And I'm telling you the wrong arms. So my left arm is gonna punch and my right arm extends out and lifts up. Three more. Good. Let's go ahead and set our weights down, put them by your mat. We're gonna do some rowing exercises on our mat with those in just a second. Come to the end again, another practice run, whichever way is the best for you to get down. Come all the way down. And we're gonna roll back for our ab series. I'm gonna face this direction. So bring those knees up, right hand on that right ankle, left hand on your right knee, curl up, stretch that left leg, and we'll switch. Think about sliding those legs along a table. One isn't higher than the other. They're at the exact same height. One more each side. and then set it down. You can keep your head down at any time. Double leg stretch, reach out, open, pull it back in. Find that wrap with your thighs. Make sure that tailbone's not tucking. 2 more. And then rest down for a second. Legs are up. Try to keep the legs as straight as you can. Curl up. Untuck that pelvis. Pull it in deeper. Switch. Pull, pull, switch. If you're really tight, maybe it's not pulling, it's straightening the knee more. 2 more each. And then rest down, release that neck side to side. Heels go together. You can keep your hands behind your head or behind your thighs. Curl it up. Make sure that pelvis is flat to start. And we're gonna press those legs down. Reach the legs away to lift it back up. Your head can stay down too. This is a hard exercise when you're doing it correctly, with the head up or with the head down. If that tailbone's curled up, you're not gonna get what you need out of this exercise. So it's better just to do a tiny little inch, and my abs are working a ton here. If I'm curled, they're not really working as much. And then rest it down, release that neck side to side. Hands go behind that head. Find that tailbone nice and long again, curl up. We'll twist to that right, lift up taller, and the armpit reaches, not your elbow. Think about keeping those elbows wide. 3 more. And then rest it down. Let's go ahead and sit on up. We're gonna grab our weights. If you don't have weights, just learning the choreography of these rowing is challenging. So depending on how tight you are, you can sit your shoulder hip with your legs straight. That's too much on your hamstrings. You can bend the knees. So the pinkies are gonna be to the ceiling, knuckles box together. I'm gonna do my pelvic roll underneath me, just like that roll down. Hold it here. You're gonna keep the shoulders down, press those arms out. You're gonna press as wide as you can. And then you're gonna come forward, lifting at that waist. Lift those arms up as high as you can, and then reach them around. Good, stack back up. Roll it back, find those shoulder blades down, open, press those arms open. Take it to the backs of your hips. Lift that waist, lift those arms up, and bring it around. Good, stack it up one more time. One more of rowing one. Roll it back. Shoulders pull down, press out. Keep pressing it out. Taking it back to those hip bones, lift up, lifting, and then bringing it all the way around. And roll it up tall. So that's rowing one. We do this with the springs on Cadillac. And then we do it on the reformer too. And it's really hard. So again, we always learn on the mat with free weights. The next one is rowing two. This is little T-Rex arms. My knuckles are out straight. I'm gonna press it straight out. Arms press down. Press it all the way up. Only as high as my shoulders stay down. And then I'm gonna open, keep pressing those shoulders down, open, open, and then bring it all the way back in. So if I was doing this on the reformer, you take it out, down, lift it up. And then now as your arms open, you can't let that reformer move. So imagine not letting it move. You're pressing so far out of your knuckles that the pressure isn't gonna let the reformer move. And then bring it back down. One more time, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, inhale up. Hold that breath, keep reaching out of the knuckles. Make that back wide and exhale, bring it all the way in. Good, the next one's rowing three. Your hands are gonna be right by your hips. You're gonna roll that pelvis underneath you. Then reach, slide those arms, reach towards those knees or those toes as far as you can reach, and then stack it up. Keep lifting. And then we're gonna finish that same way, reaching around, press it away, and bringing all the way back down. Good, inhale, exhale, inhale, hold that breath, reach that back wide, keep reaching, and bring it back down. One more time, inhale, exhale, inhale, lift, 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 and bring it all the way down. Rowing 4, we're going to cross your legs. Palms are gonna scoop up and then come back to that shaving we just did with a little bit of a hinge forward. Shoulder blades pull down your back. You're gonna press it up and then pull it back down. Notice if you're trying to use the shoulders to get it up. One more here, hold it up. We're gonna bring them out to the sides and switch the legs. Good, now the hug again. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, hold it. Switch your breath. And last one. And bring it down. Good, put those to the side. We might get to something again. We're gonna come to that mat. Feet will go the width of your mat for that spine stretch forward. Pull those toes towards you. You can be bent if you need to. Reach straight in front of you. Slide those armpits down. Inhale, stack up on those sit bones. And then peel off that imaginary wall behind you. So my belly button, that bone directly behind it, is pulling into that wall. These arms are pressing down. So I'm using upper body a ton right now. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Open that chest. And then exhale forward. And take it up. And then exhale. And bring it back up. Let's go ahead and roll onto our bellies. Heels will be together. Hands right underneath those shoulders. And lift this rib up. Your bottom rib is lifted. That means your belly button's too. So think of having a little house for a baby kitty under your belly and we can't squish them. Toes will be apart. Keep that belly lifted and then lift up. Chest is gonna press forward through those collarbones and lengthen to bring it back down. Not squishing your kitty out with your belly. Lift up. Keep lifting that belly up. Look over that right shoulder. Nod that chin to the left side. And back to center. Look over the left. Nod. Roll it to the right. Back to center and lower it down. Go ahead and push back to a child's pose, pulling that belly away from your thighs. We're gonna come out into a plank position. If a plank on your toes is hard for you, you can work on your knees or just hold on your toes as long as you can. Otherwise, I'm gonna show you a little bit more to this. So in Pilates stance, in this plank, pull those shoulders down. And we're gonna take it forward and then bring it back. Going forward on your toes and back, forward, back. 2 more times, forward, back, 1 more, forward, back, and then go ahead and press back into that child's pose. So just getting ready for some more challenging exercises. I'll add to that next time. We don't have time this time. So let's go ahead and turn back over. Cross those legs if that's comfortable for you. Lengthen that spine up and just open the chest. Feel those collarbones, feel that nice tall posture. And then wrap those arms around. 1 more time, open. And wrap them around. Take a deep breath in, stretch up nice and tall. Palms go out, pull your shoulders down. Keep pressing those arms down, feeling those shoulders working. And 1 more time, reach it up. And then exhale down. Good. Thanks for coming and enjoy the rest of your day with your nice tall posture.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks for coming.